welcome to another exciting episode of Andaz. Today's episode is all about your future. We're standing outside of YouTube here in Silicon Valley, and we're going to go inside and talk to Shalini Pai about how YouTube is changing the face of the future. And then we head to Los Angeles, where visionary Naveen Jain, founder of InfoSpace, Intellius, and Moon Express, talks to us about innovation and how he raises his children to be children of the future. And you can do that as well. And then we talk to Usha Ji. Usha Ji, she's just amazing. She's a psychic who has this uncanny ability to see right into the future with accuracy. Let's get started. Hi Shalini, welcome to Andaz.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's great to be here at the YouTube headquarters. It just looks like such a fun company. And you know, YouTube is just such a huge phenomenon and success. Nielsen rating says that over 2/3 of the video views are on YouTube. What do you think is attributed to this success?
So that's a really good question, Sarika. I think there are lots of factors that go into our success. But I think the biggest one is the fact that we realize that ours is a platform that truly democratizes video. And now there's a platform for people to watch content that is only appealing to them, for example. So you may have some really bizarre tastes, and which only you and maybe one other person in Czechoslovakia have. But this is the platform where you can find that content and view it.
So for parents out there, I know YouTube is a great place for young adults to kind of get inspired and learn from other leaders around the world or express their own creativity. What advice do you have for our parents out there that actually want to use this tool for this purpose?
I think so. I'm a parent myself of a 15-year-old, and I think parents all over the world should embrace technology and not necessarily try to police it, which I see a lot of my friends trying to do.
Yeah.
Because there's so much good in it. I mean, you look at some of the stars on YouTube, and some of them are just 14 or 15-year-old kids.
And when I go to school, people look at me like, what a fool. Do my Indian dance, shake my feet and twist my hand. I sit and meditate and sip mango smoothies, mustache glasses, and I still get ladies. Girl, look at me study. Girl, look at me study. Girl, look at me study. I do math.
And they're creating amazing content, and you know, the power of YouTube is that they can upload it and they can drive viewership on it and get an audience. They can start making money from it if they need to.
And you know, nowadays kids are making over 300,000, some of them, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just amazing. So give our viewers the secret to success on becoming a YouTube star. I'm sure everyone's dying to know.
I think it's pretty simple. There's no secret per se. On YouTube, it is about creating content that's good, that people want to watch.
Right.
It's about doing it regularly. So, you know, set up a channel, make sure that you're regularly uploading, make sure that, you know, you have using all the social angles of ensuring that people know about your channel. So Facebook, Twitter, we encourage everyone to use all of those angles, as well as, of course, Google+, which is our big initiative in social. I mean, I think those are the things. And of course, there's the standard SEO tips of tagging your content appropriately so that search picks it up, of driving momentum and links into it. Those are the standard ways people use it.
Yeah, and it's maybe just a little bit of luck, because some of those videos just go viral. The next thing you know, a teenager made $300,000. I just think that's phenomenal. What are your favorite YouTube channels?
Andaz Television. That's my favorite. Some of the others I subscribe to, I do look at Bollywood content. I like that a lot. My kids and I, we subscribe to Sal Khan's videos. I don't know if you've heard of Sal Khan.
Videos are great.
He has like a plethora of educational videos for the teenagers.
Yeah.
And my daughter is a subscriber to that, and we'll kind of go regularly and look at math tutorials, history tutorials that he has to kind of understand that aspect of it better.
So now all of a sudden we can say our discount is equal to 30%.
Yeah, so YouTube is really making a difference that way.
In all aspects.
In all aspects. Yeah. People always think of YouTube as a place to go for parodies, comedy, you know, sexy looking women.
Yeah.
But there's actually intelligent content. Do you see more of that? What are your views on that?
Yeah, we actually have a lot of educational content. So like I just mentioned Sal Khan. He's one of our best known people on education. But all the universities, including Stanford and MIT, have got educational lecture series on our site.
YouTube has already changed the face of how we view content. Now, what do you see in the future?
I think we're going to see more and more, whether it's YouTube or other sites, I think we're going to just see more and more of digital content, right? Content that's available on your phone,
right,
on your PC, on your TV as well, that you can just take with you anywhere and watch anytime. Sarika, thank you so much for coming to our headquarters.
Oh, of course, this is...
Here's a little token for you.
Oh my gosh, this YouTube balloon is so cute. I wish I could show you guys what the office looks like, but I can't. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Shalini, thank you. Oh, my YouTube shirt. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Shalini. It's been such a delight to talk to you today.
Same.
We know the brain learns in a different way than we teach. Brain is a multi-sensory device.
Andaz, brought to you in part by Basic Ayurveda, Kinjini Natural Beauty Products, Barwit Bindas. Andaz hosts prefer to use Lawson Travel for all their fabulous destinations. Looking to invest in India? Contact India One Realty today. Samaro Frozen Foods. Lip-smacking delights for every occasion. Andaz.
Hi there. Boy, that was so much fun talking to Shalini. I love how she said that we could all be YouTube stars and change the future. Now we're headed to Los Angeles, where we're going to talk to innovator Naveen Jain. You're going to love hearing him. He's just so inspirational. Let's go check it out. Hi, I'm here with Naveen Jain, a true legend in Silicon Valley, founder of Intellius, InfoSpace, and Moon Express. What a man that has achieved so much, and I'm honored to talk to him today. Hi, Naveen.
Sarika, it's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here. You're developing some video games, right? That will teach math, science, history. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So it's more than the video game. The thinking really is, if you think about a child, how can a child solve some of the most complex problems in a video game, but struggles at school? That means it is not about the child who is dumb or the teacher who is dumb. It is the way of teaching that is not compatible with how brain learns. We know the brain learns in a different way than we teach. Brain is a multi-sensory device. Today, our education system, if you look at the system today, has not changed in the last 200 years. We can't keep doing the same things again and again and expect a different result. How do we change education? What makes a video game so addictive? What if we are able to make the math and science as effective as a private tutor and as addictive as a video game? We would change the face of education.
Well, so what can parents do to foster this within their children at home?
Okay, first of all, don't think schools have responsibility to teach.
Yeah, it's parents.
It's parents who have responsibility to teach. It is the children who have a responsibility to learn. We came from very humble background in India. We didn't have food to eat. The schools we went to didn't have the tables and the chairs. We sat on the floor and wrote on the floor and learned. Despite all of that, we were able to get great education because our parents cared about education. In a family that cares about education gets a great education. And that's a system that in US we still have yet to learn, because somehow the parents in America feel so entitled that think it's a school's responsibility and a teacher's responsibility.
I think they're so busy and caught up in the rat race of life as well. They need to take out the time.
Well, as a matter of fact, there is no work bigger than taking care of your children. And success is not about the amount of money you have in the bank. Success is not about what you have done. Success is about what you can pass to your children. How can they become the productive citizens of society?
Imagine being 18 and waking up every day with a motivation to change the world. Well, I'm here with a young 18-year-old who's doing just that. Priyanka Jain. Hi, Priyanka. Welcome to our show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you know what? You're just a true inspiration for, I think, everyone, all of us out there. So tell me a little bit about your social media platform that you're creating.
Yeah, so I started I Care, We Care, which is a global movement of high school and college students who are using social media for social good. As soon as you sign up, you decide what global issue you're passionate about. And then it shows you the opportunities in your local community that have been put up by other students in your area that address the issue that you're passionate about. And then it shows you your friends who are interested in the same issues that you are. So you can go to volunteer with people who are interested and have the same passions that you do. I never had anybody who told me, you're too young to do that, like who do you think you are? I had never had that, and so I was motivated. And I saw my older brother starting the Cairo Society when I was like 14.
Naveen Jain was quite the entrepreneur, and I want to say that because at the age of 11, he started his very first company. Naveen, thanks so much for being here with us. Can you tell me a little bit about what day-to-day life was like for you growing up as a child?
Yeah, so Kirti, I grew up in Seattle, Washington, and grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. And that mentality, carried over into everything we did as a family. It was, when you want something done, figure out your own solution. I mean, it was the mentality of there's always a way. I remember when I was in 7th grade, I wanted a pair of these jump soles. I was trying to make the 7th grade basketball team. Okay. And I was looking to try and buy these soles, which help with your vertical jumps, and they were $150. Okay. And my parents said, there's absolutely no way we're buying this for you. Mm-hmm. And my immediate reaction was, well, I'll buy them on my own. Okay. To which my parents responded, well, feel free to also pay for your school then. Right. So we had to come up with something creative. And so what I ended up doing was launching a new website as part of this company I was running at the time, focused around young teens, entertainment, fun games, and then called the company and pitched the CEO, I was 12 years old at the time, and said, hey, we're launching a company for young teenagers. If you send me a free pair of jump soles, I'll put your banner out on our website for the next 2 months. Amazing. And we created a win-win situation out of it, and I ended up getting the jump soles and brought them home and happily showed them to my parents, and they were proud of that. It wasn't a scolding, it wasn't they enjoyed the win-win mentality that I kind of had to figure out given their constraints.
I would definitely say that never think you're too young to do something, right? We have the time and energy and the ideas that people kind of lose as they get older.
The first 30, 40 years of your life, you are in fact a sponge on the society. You are taking away, you are a parasite on society. You're taking so much from the society to get what you have. And the next 60, 70 years of your life, you need to be focused on giving back so when you die, you don't have a debt on your head.
Well, you did a fabulous job with your children. So if you had to give our viewers words of wisdom, what would it be?
Focus on your children because there's nothing in life that's more important than your children.
Yeah, that's so true. Well, thank you so much, Naveen.
Thank you, Sarika.
It's been so great talking with you.
Thank you.
They don't necessarily create because they feel there is a need. The ideas, where do ideas come from?
Andaz, brought to you in part by Andaz Media Partners. Build brand awareness with Nirja. Desi Hits, your online source for entertainment news. TyCon 2012, connect, innovate, prosper. Samaro Frozen Foods, lip-smacking delights for every occasion. Symantec, India West, Andaz.
Well, thank you, Kirti. And you know what? You can raise your kids to be children of the future as well. All it takes is a little bit of inspiration. And now we have a real special treat. You're going to be amazed when you see how Usha Ji can look right into the future. Let's go check it out. In today's episode, we've talked to so many fabulous innovators, and one thing they all have in common is that they can see into the future. So we're going to put a little twist on that topic and talk to somebody that can actually see into the future. We're welcoming Usha Ji here on Andaz, who is known for her uncanny ability to see into the future with accuracy. Hi, Usha Ji.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, I'm so excited to talk to you today. I'm so fascinated by this topic. Okay, first off, I know our viewers are dying to know. I mean, what is this process? How do you see into the future? What happens?
What happens? That's an interesting question. Everybody wants to know, how do you do that? And my only answer is that I just start seeing visions. And it's like, you know how in televisions you have picture in picture and you have different screens? And that's what happens. It starts like different images will start popping up. Sometimes there'll be active images, entire scenes will come up. from that person. And so for you, for example, there's a lot of orange around your shoulders, and around your head there's violet and there's blue, and there's a lot of pink around. Then around your heart, it should have been bright green, but it's like a darker green. So
What does that mean?
that just means your heart wants to be in love.
Wait, what?
And
So it's like dark, I want to be in love.
it's pumping out that energy, you know. And you are very smart, very bright, and you're very spiritual, but you haven't really dedicated time to meditation yet.
So nowadays, people are into The Secret and the Law of Attraction and visualization. Does it really work? What are your thoughts?
Absolutely, it does work, you know. It's just like if you're going to be anticipating an event, and you have to visualize it's going to be successful. So in your own life, to visualize how you're going to make positive affirmations, make a resulting event occur. If you're going to be negative, you're going to attract negativity. If I was sitting here scowling at you, you'd for sure scowl back at me too, you know. But if I'm smiling, we have your beautiful smile back, right? So life does reflect at many times what you give into it. People want abundance. They go, I want abundance of love, I want abundance of joy, I want abundance of wealth, you know, I want everything in abundance. We're all wanting abundance. That's what people always ask me. Do you see me receiving abundance, you know? And I say, what are you doing in order to receive your abundance, right? And so here, by manifesting certain steps, you will definitely see a change of results. When you sit in prayer, when I sit in prayer, I just chant. I'm just repeating Hari Om, or Hare Krishna. You know, I'm not asking for anything.
You're connecting.
You're just connecting.
That makes sense. Okay, so people invent things and they innovate things for the future. I mean, what connection does that have with the spiritual realm? How are certain people able to see that this is what we need and I can create it? It's a brand new invention.
They don't necessarily create because they feel there is a need. The ideas, where do ideas come from? Sound travels. Every sound you and I are making is not disappearing. There is some frequency of it out there in the universe. Remember that.
Interesting.
There are different planes out there in the universe. Why do we think in the Western society, out of our solar system, we're the only planet that's inhabited and we are the superior race? Maybe there are other galaxies, and in the Mahabharata they mention that. So because the frequency of thought travels and sounds travel, this is my understanding. I don't know if I'm inaccurate, and there may be a lot of people that might call you and say, put that crazy woman behind bars, you know.
It's good to get your thoughts.
But psychically, that's how I see it. I see them like zipping and zapping. And so that means they come from someone's word that someone spoke on a different galaxy. It took that many million light years for it to come over here.
That was a good note to open up to our lovely audience. I'm sure they're dying to talk to you.
So Usha Ji, I want to ask you, do I have a guardian angel? And if so, what are the different signs that you see or that I can see so I know that I have one?
So what do you want to know from your guardian angel? That's always a question I've begun to ask people. Is it just because you feel that you want to make sure someone's watching over you? There's always someone watching over you. Do you have a guardian angel? Absolutely yes. Can you connect with that angel? Yes, you can. But it gives in devotion and time. And then be prepared. Be prepared. It may not look like a human form. It may definitely look more ethereal. And you may not be prepared for that, you know? So, yes.
Okay, I have a question. Yes. Okay, kind of off the topic. When am I going to meet my husband?
When are you going to meet your husband? Good question. So how old are you now? Now you're going to be saying that in front of the cameras, right? Never mind. Well, let me look and see when you're going to meet your husband. It shows it's in the 12th, so it's supposed to be this year. So you need to take steps towards it. It shows me 1-2. I don't think it's 2021. I hope it is not.
Thank you so much, Usha Ji. This has been so much fun and such a delight to talk to you today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show. And I have enjoyed watching Andaz, and I feel that you have a great career with this show.
Thank you so much. And remember, to all of our viewers out there, take those steps to manifest your dreams. Well, I hope you all enjoyed our show today and are feeling excited about our future. And remember, here on Andaz, we're having a YouTube competition. All you have to do is submit your 2-minute video to us, and the video with the most likes wins a trip to the Caribbean Islands and gets featured right here on Andaz. This is your chance to be a YouTube superstar. You can sing, dance, make a how-to video, do whatever you like. Just entertain us. And also to all you parents out there, send us a story about how your child is going to change the world and your child could win an opportunity to be featured right here on Andaz. And stay with us because we have our Andaz tip of the week. Herman Singh is going to talk to us about how we can buy property in India. So let's go check that out.
We have a message from our sponsor for you. Have you ever thought of buying real estate in India? Well, stay tuned because your India property advisor, Herman Singh, gives you his real estate investing tip of the week.
Thank you, Sarika. All of you wondering what's happening with the economy in India and what's the real estate market is going to happen in India. Its economy is a little slow as a real estate point of view, but it's a great time to buy it. People are moving from villages to the city, and the city is getting densely populated. Due to that, there's going to be an enormous shortage in the housing in the major cities. It's the perfect time to buy the properties and for the longer time growth in the real estate market. Let's see our featured property of the week. It's an Element farmhouse in New Delhi. I'm Herman Singh. I'll see you next week.
Thanks, Herman, and we'll see you next week right here on Andaz.
My name is Samir Vij. I'm 16 and I started Thai Youth. Last summer when I volunteered at ThaiCon, I noticed that a lot of speakers would have been great for youth. I contacted the board of directors at ThaiCon, and that's where it all got started. I feel youth should take the initiative in learning about entrepreneurship at a young age because they're the future of our nation, right? And I feel that in a few years they can start companies and start businesses that'll drive our economy. My name is Samir Vij. Please come join me at Thai Youth and we can change the world together.
Andaz, brought to you in part by Basic Ayurveda, Kinjini Natural Beauty Products, Barwit Bindas, brought to you by Lawson Travel, India One Realty, Andaz Media Partners, Build Brand Awareness with Nirja, Desi Hits, your online source for entertainment news, ThaiCon 2012, Connect, Innovate, Prosper, Samaro Frozen Foods, lip-smacking delights for every occasion, Samantec, India West,